Hey, my name is Tyron here with We Auto Detailing, and we service the Atlanta and greater Atlanta area. And I'm going to show you how to do a shampoo job without an extractor. So with our entire shampoo process, what we do is we start with a vacuum, and with that vacuum, we pretty much vacuum underneath the seats, and we always start from the back and work our way up to the front. So we start our vacuum with removing and pulling our seats forward from the front and the passenger seat, and then we go ahead and work on our shampooing. So we vacuum, then we work on our shampooing with a pre-spray with our pump sprayer. Once we hit it with the pump sprayer, we pretty much get it soaked and wet so that water and the chemicals can loosen up the grime within the material. After we hit it with the pump sprayer, what we like to do is also hit it with a foam carpet cleaner, because the foam also helps with making sure that we get a good soap when we do our drill brush. So we hit it with the pump sprayer, and then we come back and we touch it up with our drill brush. The drill brush pretty much agitate the carpet, and then also it loosen up all the dirt and grime. From that point on, we go ahead and start our vacuuming process. So we vacuum that grime and all the dirt that came up from that agitation. After that vacuum, we pretty much see how the carpet is doing from there. If it looks clean, we can go ahead and move forward. If not, we can repeat that process over and over again until we feel that the carpet is clean and there's no more dirt and debris. If we have any area in the vehicle that has stains, then that process is a little bit different, but it's a similar process where we vacuum, hit it with the pump sprayer, agitate with our drill brush, and vacuum over it to get that out. So I would say the most difficult part with this process is just making sure that we get all the liquids out of the carpet so that it doesn't leave any smells, and also just making sure it leaves that clean look with the detail. So what I mean by that is pretty much with an extractor, when you go over it, you pretty much are creating a shampooing upholstery look afterwards. But with the vacuum, you're also doing that, but it's just not sucking and it's not giving you that same seduction of the liquids that's inside the carpet and also the seats. So the reason I don't have an extractor is because I never made the investment. I believe that it's a good idea to have an extractor, and also it may be a better option when it comes to shampooing, but because of my setup, I don't have the space to carry an extractor when I can do this process and it does the same job. So also when it comes to using an extractor, you have to keep removing it in and off your van or your setup depending on how you're set up. So if you're not completely set up in a professional manner, then you have to maneuver that extractor on and off your truck. So that's another reason why I can get the same results and not have to use an extractor. So I've been detailing since 2015 on and off, and I started my full-time business in about 4 to 5 years ago. So around 2021, right before COVID. So currently we have a pickup truck. Within our pickup truck, we have a 125 gallon water tank. We have a pressure washer, generator, and all the other small tools that you need, like a bucket. And we don't have any thing that's bolted on the back of our truck, and we don't have a professional setup. So with an extractor, I believe that it's a great investment in the future once I get to a point where I can invest in my business to get the perfect setup. Right now, I don't believe that it's worth the investment because I'm able to get the results with our reviews that we have. We don't get any or many complaints at all. So we have over 158 reviews on Google, and we get plenty business, and we never get bad reviews when it comes to not having an extractor. So for right now, it's not a priority, but when the business do get to a point where it makes sense, then I will make that investment.
Are all carpets the same, or some are more difficult to clean than others?
Yes and no, because of the same process, it works the same. However, when it comes to using this method, you just have to look at how much sand is inside the carpet. So that plays a big part when it comes to the extra dirty cars, the people that haven't got their cars done in years. And then also it's more of a effect when it becomes to the actual car seats. So with the car seats, it just depends on the material and how you're going to suck out the liquids from the pump sprayer that we use. So with the extractor, it has a stronger seduction. So you just have to be careful on how much liquids you're getting within your material. When it comes to shampooing, a good tip would be that you want to make sure that you're not going too much deep into the carpets or the seats. You want to kind of keep it surface level in order to remove the dirt without causing too much damage or whatever dirt to come back up within the seats.
How do you feel about dog hair? Does it remove easily or nah?
So dark hair, dark hair. It just depends on the tools that you have as well. So some people, they will use a air compressor to blow out the pet hair. Other people, they have things like a lily brush. That's the name of the brush that I use, and that lily brush pretty much pulls the dog hair out while I vacuum. So that's another method I would say. But overall, like dog hairs at least 30, 45, even an hour to my details, because I'm very OCD when it comes to like making sure it's gone, because I want the customer to come back and I want the job to be easier the next time I come back. So I get it good the first time so that it's taken care of, and when I come back, it's just not as bad.
You've been detailing for a long time. Has any customer ever asked you why you don't use an extractor, or it never comes up?
In my 10 plus years of detailing, it came up maybe once, and that was recently. So a customer, he had a lot of mold in his vehicle, and with the mold, he just was expecting someone to do it with an extractor. So some customers, they do a little research and they think they know something, and they believe that they need that extractor in order to get their car shampooed the correct way, which it helps to have an extractor, but you can also get the job done without the extractor. So this particular customer, he wanted the extraction done with an extractor. So that's why he asked me about it. At the end of the detail, I would say he wasn't happy because he wanted an extractor. He expected an extractor, and that's what he wanted. So you have those customers, and sometimes you just got to move on from it and, on to the next customer. We did our job. All the mold came out. This customer just wanted an extractor. So that's what, he was expecting.
And what about a vacuum? What brand do you have?
So with the vacuum, to be honest with you, because of the years that I've been detailing, I usually don't really pay attention to the brands. I'm not into the rigid or like just trying to find a perfect brand. The main job when it comes to detailing is just getting the job done, man. So I would say go to like a Harbor Freight or a Home Depot. Get not the smallest, maybe the second most expensive vacuum, and get the job done. Don't stay within your budget. It doesn't cost much to get started in detailing. The main thing is building up and getting that client base, and that's how you're going to really make money in detailing.
You got it, man. And here's the last question. Stains. Can you remove 100%? It depends on what kind of stain it is. What would you say?
In the last 5 years, I've been able to remove 95% of all the stains in the cars that I have done.
What would you say is the hardest stains to remove?
So I would say the stains that are the hardest to remove would be the tan seats. And the reason why is because of the color differentiation, because of the stains that it leaves. So with the water, it has to dry evenly, and you also have to be able to like get it all up. Otherwise, it's going to leave a stain. So you have to be very strategic on how you do your shampoo with those tan seats. But I would like to know, when did you get an extractor for your business? Do you have one, and are you looking to get one? Drop it in the comments below. And this is how you do an extractor job without an extractor. And if you would like more detailing tips like this, don't forget to give me a follow and subscribe. And don't forget to keep your faith, your family, and your fitness first.